What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Sai today from Naruto. Getting through all the sort of secondary characters in Naruto. There's so many. I know I don't think I've drawn Choji or Ino at all. There's loads. There's so many characters in Naruto. I'll try and get to them all. So they're not as popular as just Naruto, Sasuke and Jiraiya and Pain and all that. But let's go. We'll get through them one by one. Landscape page, use a pencil and eraser, and hit pause if I go too fast. You can always do your ink on top of pencil. So, center point of my page about here, going to start with the eyes, come up over to the right a little bit, and we just do a kind of a curved line. He's really curvy eyes. So we go curved like that to get us started, right? And then he's got a bit of a hook down the back, and we just thicken up the top eyelid a little bit, just add just a little extra weight to it, just make it a little bit darker. Then the bottom eyelid, so you just come across and up a little bit, and you leave a little bit of a gap there if you want. You can join it if you want either. I'll just leave the gap because that's how it is in the picture. Real big iris. So a half circle coming down from that top eyelid there. Alright, we go over and do the other eye, so it's about eye width. So width of his eye, he's no pupils inside, just an iris. So width of the eye will fit in between his two eyes, and that's where the next eye will start. So we'll go curve it across. About the same width, and a little bit of a spike coming down that way, and then we just thicken it up. You just make a darker, heavier line just on the edge of his eye, like so. And then his bottom eyelid comes across and up, and his iris, real big iris coming down from the top eyelid there. Like so. So his eyebrows go underneath his headband, right? So the headband line will just come across, curve across here, top of his eyes. And the eyebrows will go underneath. So you tick up and go in underneath the eyebrow there. Then you add another line just so you can have a section to color in. Just make them sort of dark there. And you do the same thing over here. There, and then that way. So then his eyelid line, just around like so. So he's got a line for his nose, just coming down here on the right hand side of his face. And then he actually has a pointy sort of nose drawn in. Normally it's just nostrils in Naruto, but we can actually see his pointy nose there. Then his mouth, so relatively flat, comes across down the side, maybe like down the back there as well. And then his bottom lip. And his chin curves around here. So you can check proportions now. So I'd say eyes to nose about the same as nose to chin. So here to here, about the same as here to here. Middle of his eye, say, to his nose. About the same as nose to chin, roughly. And then nose to bottom lip, about the same as bottom lip to chin. And here to here, roughly the same as there to there. Right, that's your general proportions. And then we do his jaw. So we go up the side. Right. So you want to stop sort of underneath the edge of his eye, across from his mouth, because that's where it sort of starts to change direction. Right, so you start to curve up the side of his face there. And it goes underneath his hair somewhere, so it'll go up there. There, roughly about here. Right, so he's got hair, so fringe, spikes, right? And then this one cuts across the side of his face here. Like that. Same thing on this side. Right, like so. And this basically just goes around to the top of his head, right? So it's going to like carve around. Your eyes, like how high up do you want to go, right? So human eyes are halfway down the head, basically, when like standard proportion. So like, say like chin to eye. That'll bring you to like the top of his skull, right? So here to here. We'll bring it to like where his skull would be, but then you have to add a little bit more. So if the top of his skull is there, top of the head would be up a little bit, right? Because the hair grows out from the head, so there's a bit of extra height. So you want to like, that's your rough proportion, right? So just if anyone's interested in that kind of stuff. Then around the other side. And then you can maybe smooth up some lines. So when I get up to here, you might notice my line changes a little bit. It's because I got tape. I have tape up the top. It's kind of more slippy up here. But luckily Sharpie is able to draw on nearly anything. So. Right, and then his headband, just in here. And then his metal plate. So it's like underneath his hair. Spiral with a tail, and then the beak. You can do this with a double line, like go around again if you wanted to make it look like it's like scratched into the headband. I can't do it with a Sharpie, they'll just bleed together. But then we'll go down and do his neck, and so maybe his ears actually. We'll do his ears. We can see like a little bit of his ear. Just there. In here. And then his neck comes down from his jaw. And his collar sort of curves in. And then we bring it down. This side of it. There. Couple of extra hair spikes just at the back of his head there as well. And he's got this like waistcoat sort of jacket thing with straps, right? So like curves down, the inside of it curves down here. And then we go down, and then we got that strap that bumps off and down here. And it's got like a buckle, curved buckle with a line like that. right? Same over here, pretty much. Like so. It's got the clip that ties it here. And then this goes up. Like so. And then his shoulders will go off like this. And then we bring it down like so. And then we got like some armpit lines there. Out. Down. And armpit lines. People wonder sort of how far to bring the shoulders. On most characters, it's head width, right? But in Naruto, sometimes the characters' heads are like really big, right? So I would say, like, say the width to his eyes, like that'll bring you sort of out to the end of his shoulder, roughly. But you have a bit of room. You know, you can go wider if you want to give him wider shoulders. He carries a sword, so it goes that way. Go over the top. Dark black end, and then sort of fabric lines. Like that. But I think that's everything. That is how to draw Sai from Naruto. Hope it's helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.